everybody, it's Jessica. It is April 13th. I am here with my March cross-stitching update. Hope everyone had a great month, stitching-wise or non-stitching-wise. Mine was pretty good, I can't complain, so that's always a good thing. I actually have some really exciting news. So I was watching Claire's video, Pyrex Stitches, and she was talking about a Mirabilia retreat that was going to be happening next year in Australia, and she would be attending Jan from Thread Garden, Carolyn Mazzio, and then one of the newer Flosstubers. Her name is Joanna. I think it's vintage something stitches, but I will link everyone down below. And also Nora Corbett is going to be there, which is super exciting. So I decided just to go ahead and take a look at the website and see how much it would be for the retreat, and it was a reasonable price, so I went to sign up to put my deposit down. I actually took the last spot. So that means I'm going to be going to Australia next year in May, and I will be attending the Mirabilia retreat, so I'll get to meet those Flosstubers and a lot of other stitchers as well as Nora Corbett, so I'm super excited. It will be my first time in Australia. My fiance agreed that that could be our big trip of 2017. So we would go for like a couple weeks, and then during those couple weeks I would attend the retreat. So I've always wanted to go to Australia. I've never been, so I would welcome any advice or tips from people who have visited, or any of you guys that live there. I know some of you have already reached out to me, so you guys are super awesome. I was talking to Sarah from Tipsy Stitcher. Hi Sarah! And she lives in Tasmania, which I guess is like a little island south of Australia. I mean, I think it's still part of Australia, but it's an island, so you have to fly there. And I'm actually really considering going there. I looked it up, and there seems to be like a lot of beautiful stuff to do and see, and then it would be awesome to meet up with Sarah as well. So luckily it's a year away, so I still have some time to kind of plan out the trip, plan out where I'm going to stay, plane tickets, and save up money and get time off work. So yeah, very exciting. Otherwise, let's see. I posted a picture on Instagram like a week or so ago asking like what I should do with my hair, and a lot of you guys actually responded, so thanks for that. I was actually going to go with the highlights and keep my hair light, but when I took my hair out of the bun and I saw how like dry and dead my hair was, I'm like, no, I need to take a break from the highlights. So Letitia from the Crafty Curator, and then I know Emily from Eclectic Possessions were saying to do some type of auburn coppery hair, and I think this does have a little bit like red and purple undertones to the brown. So I don't know if this is what you guys were thinking, but I'm actually really happy with it. I haven't had my hair dark in a long time, so I'm enjoying it. Excuse, it's a little poofy right now. I just got out the shower and I didn't get to straighten it, so yeah. Otherwise, things are good. I'm in the 10th week of my training program at work, so there's only 12 weeks, so I'm almost done. One thing that's exciting, I've been on night shift now for like about 4 years, and I mean, I love night shift, but it definitely like takes a toll on my body, and I do feel fatigued on my days off, and I just feel like I have less energy than other people. Like, I just feel like night shifters in general have less energy than other people. And then you read all the studies that it increases your risk for like stroke, heart disease, diabetes, obesity, everything under the sun. So anyways, that's a tangent, but for the next 2 months at least, I'm going to be doing like day shift and mid shift. So all of my shifts are 12 and a half hours. So I'll actually have some shifts where I start at 7 a.m. and I'll get off at 7:30 p.m. or start at 9 a.m. or I'll start at 11 a.m. or even 3 p.m. But the point is, like, this will be the first time in years that I'm not solely just night shift, which is 7 p.m. to 7:30 a.m. So I'm excited to kind of feel like a semi-normal human being for once. So that's something exciting for me. Otherwise, yeah, things are good. I don't always get as much stitching time as I want, but everyone always says this, and everyone knows like life happens. So yeah, I just wanted to do a I know, like a little shout out or a feature. I know when I put out my first video, a lot of Flosstubers actually gave me a shout out, and I thought that was really nice, and I always got like really happy when I would hear my name mentioned in the video, so I wanted to do the same for some of the newer Flosstubers that are out there. So I have my notes right here. So I wanted to mention Panay Stitcher. I saw her video today. She has one video up and her whips are really pretty. Tipsy Stitcher, which is Sarah, who I followed on Instagram and I love her. She's really funny and she's a lot of fun. And she has a couple videos out now, so check her out. Darling Bluebell, I think a lot of you guys have actually already seen her videos. She seems to be pretty popular, but she's so lovely and her whips are lovely, and I really just enjoy watching her videos. And then also Running Stitch, and she is from Texas, and her whips are like breathtakingly beautiful. I saw her chatelaine and I had to like stop and show my fiance, and I'm like, this is one of the most beautiful whips that I've ever seen, and it's definitely on my to-do list before I die. And she's also a runner, which my fiance and I are kind of like trying to work our way towards becoming. We just started this like 20-week training program, which is basically from 0 to half marathon. I've never been a runner. He used to run, but even when I was like more fit and stuff, I would do other activities like dance or tennis, but I hated running. But I like the idea and the concept behind it, so I really want to train myself to get there. So this training program we're using is basically for beginners like me, and then it builds you up so that in the 20 weeks you're able to complete a half marathon. I don't think I'd be able to run the whole thing, but I really like it, plus the fact they have like half marathons all over the world in different cities, and just the vibe around the races, and then you get like a little medal and like goodie bag with each race, and I feel like you know, once you complete a race, then you could kind of sightsee around the town, so it's like a little vacation plus like a fitness accomplishment. So I really admire that she is a runner. I think she runs marathons. But yeah, and then also Messy Situation, and I'll link everybody down below, and she's from Germany, I think, and she has some really pretty whips as well. So I don't have a lot to show you guys like whip-wise, because I've been primarily focusing on working on just a couple of whips because I really want to finish. I know there's a lot of stuff going around about being like a process versus a product stitcher. I think in order to like enjoy cross stitch, you have to like the process, because who's gonna like spend all that time, like lots of time cross stitching, if you don't enjoy the process? But I definitely am like, I want a product, like I want a finished product to show like this is what I accomplished with all the hours of work I put in, and then have it hanging on my wall and just kind of feel accomplished. So I primarily worked on my Mirabilia Gypsy Queen. So this is what she looked like last time you saw her. Okay, and this is what she looks like now. So I have her on scroll frames, so it's kind of loose here, but so I added a lot more of her dress and a lot of I added the lantern and then this little pillar here that she sits on. So I got to use a lot of the Karen Water Lily silk, and I'm really enjoying it. It's like so lovely to work with. It's so soft, like stitching it through the linen, it's super relaxing. And then I love the colors, like it's the variegation is super pretty. Oh. So it's on the lantern and the pillar. And then also I got to work a lot with the Krennic, and I don't mind it so much, I just don't like threading it. Threading it gives me a headache, but I really like how it looks in the end, and yeah. Hey guys, so I was rewatching my video and I noticed that You couldn't really see Gypsy Queen and the Frosty Forest very well, so I'm just going to do a little close-up of Gypsy Queen. So there, this is her pillar that she's sitting on. The bottom of her dress. And that's the lantern I kept talking about. And there she is. Alright. And here's my cat trying to jump in the video. So my goal was to finish like her bottom half like last week, but I'm nowhere near that. So after I finish this video, I plan to put her onto my stand and my scroll frame, which is new, and hopefully I'll get to stitch a lot on her tonight. Sorry it's so like loose and wobbly. Okay. My other whip that I focused on last month, I started, or the Frosty Forest stitch along started. So I'm stitching it based on like the model that's online. So I started in the top left corner with Snowy Reindeer, and I'm stitching this on Picture This Plus 32 count Belfast linen in Glacier, and I did finish the first box, so here it is. I had to frog this thing a lot. I never knew that stitching a border in the same color stitches would be so difficult for me, but I think I frogged it like 2 to 3 times, and eventually I just left whatever the last mistake was that's in there, and I honestly can't remember exactly where it's at, but I left it in there because I'm like, there's no way that I'm frogging this again, and if it becomes an issue like later on in this piece, then I'll go back and fix it, but hopefully I can just fudge it. So yeah, so I really think it's super cute. The next box that I'm gonna do is the raccoon cabin, and my plan is to start that soon, and then complete that box this month, and then hopefully I'll have this piece finished in time for the holidays. Hey guys, so here's a close-up of Frosty Forest. I noticed that I didn't put it that close to the camera when I was filming earlier. So that's the first box. Okay. I'm just checking my phone because I have to set my timer because I only get 30 minutes at a time with this camera. So, so I'm actually going to insert a clip now because I have a very exciting purchase that was totally enabled by Skelly Moon X, aka Vanessa. Hi Vanessa. And I bought an Almanac stand, a little monster stand, and quantum frames with extension bars. So that's what my Gypsy Queen was on just now, and I'm loving it. I have to say, like, the customer service was amazing. I know Millennium's supposed to be like the best. I don't know how quantum frames compare to it, but I think that they're awesome quality. But like the customer service, like the owner, like emailed me right away. He was very responsive anytime I had a question or email, and like I think I paid on like a Friday or Saturday my time, and it actually shipped out like Monday his time, but it was like still Sunday in the States. The company's in Estonia, so it took about, well, I stocked the USPS tracking screen like hourly, like I stocked it. So it only took 2 days to get from Estonia to New York, excuse me, and then it kind of just sat there in customs for a little bit, but overall I think it took like a little less than 2 weeks to get to my apartment. So I'm very pleased with it, and the quality is awesome. So I'm going to insert a clip here and I'll show you what it looks like and my current whip, which is actually a new start that's on there. It's a Heaven and Earth design, Fer Realz Tag, and I cannot pronounce the artist's name. I think it's Leonid Afremov. I'm sorry if I butchered it. And that's like the main reason I wanted the stand, was for these big pieces. Like I just did not like putting it in the key snap and having all the like excess fabric kind of hanging out and like having to wrap it up. So I like that it's like a hands-free stand and I can do two-handed stitching. And I'm not doing the Heaven and Earth design challenge. I'm just doing it for myself. I'm just stitching it for myself. But yeah, I'll insert that clip now. Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. Alright, so here is my stand that I got from Almanac Factory. It's the little monster stand. On the stand is the frame. That's the quantum frame, and that is the frame with the extension bars. So as you can see, it's very sturdy. I need to get closer. And then it can flip and turn around, which is really nice because I like to finish my threads on the back. And then you can just tighten it easily with these little knobs, and you do it on both sides. Let me tighten this. And then the stand is pretty good quality here. It's all like metal, and I took Vanessa's idea and I put some needle minders up here. And as you can see on the bottom, it has wheels, so it's easy to move around, and I'm really happy with it. So that is my exciting purchase, and that is my little doggy Kuma, the Shiba Inu. Kuma! And Lucky wants to get in too. Lucky, say hi. Hi, Lucky. All right. Okay. Alright, so that kind of jump started the haul portion of my video. I know I said I was going to try not to buy too many patterns or anything in the last video, and I did. I bought a little bit this time. I bought some patterns. I was enabled. But after like this round of haul, I really am going to take it easy because like I actually sat down with my fiance and we calculated like how much we'd have to put aside each month to be able to afford like a down payment and closing costs, and just to be able to buy a house by next year, like around summer or August. And so the amount, it's definitely like doable, but I just feel like continuing to buy all this cross stitch stuff that I wouldn't even get to in like years is just kind of not where I should prioritize my money right now. So that's why I'm gonna really like tone it down with the cross stitching stuff. But I do have some haul now, so let me just reach over. Okay, so like I said, I was enabled a lot by you Flosstubers actually. So the first thing I was watching Allie's Stitching Studio, and she's stitching these peacocks, and I think it's this one, I could be wrong, and it's from Busilla. It's a kit, and it's heirloom collection. It comes with 28 count even weave and DMC floss, so it is called You Are Unforgettable. And then the thread is not sorted. This is what it looks like from the back. But I love peacocks. I know a lot of you guys out there do. Super, super pretty. I don't know when I'm gonna start this, but I'm super excited to get to it. The next thing I got is a Dimensions Gold Collection kit. It's called Enchanting Geisha, and it comes with 18 count Ada, and I just think she's really pretty. I really like all like Japanese art and stuff, so that's what she looks like. And then the floss is pre-sorted, and the colors look gorgeous. This is what it looks like. Okay, so I did get another Nora Corbett pattern. I saw Kelly at the Evergreen Needle. She had stitched this. It's Santa's sleigh, and I thought it was beautiful, and then I kind of forgot about it, and then I was in Vegas, and I was at the LNS, and I saw a live model stitched up, and I remembered how beautiful and gorgeous it was, so I had to get it for myself. So this is Santa's sleigh. This picture like does not do it justice, but it really is a beautiful piece. So hopefully I'll get to this sometime. I don't have any plans to immediately start it. And then I've seen a lot of you guys stitching these. I think they're Bewitching Pixies. I could be wrong. And it's Nora Corbett. So I got Minerva as my favorite of them, and I got with the embellishment pack. So this is what she looks like. And I really just love like the colors of her dress, her little witch hat. So hopefully I want to start this like kind of close to Halloween, and the owl, and it's just really, really pretty. And I saw this stitched on, I can't remember what the company was, but I know the name of the fabric was Storm, and it was like a darker gray fabric, hand-dyed fabric, and it looked gorgeous on it. So that's what I plan to do whenever I start this one. So also I got this this little Swan and Babies kit. It comes with 14 count Aida, but I'm definitely going to stitch it on some hand-dyed fabric because it has all this like white background, and I don't like that. So this is what it looks like. And I was watching, I think it was Deborah Fassler's video. I know she definitely enabled me for the Santa's Village stitch along, which I'll talk about in a second. I think it was her video, and she got these Victorians across America. So I went on Etsy and I bought a few of them. So this one is Hotel del Coronado Boathouse, and this is in San Diego, which is where I live. So I had to get it. And then I got the San Francisco row houses. Sorry. And these are by Debbie Patrick. There's actually like quite a few of these that I want, but I haven't, like I don't know, like it's gonna take me forever to stitch all these, so, you know, once I finish one or two, maybe I can look for more. And this one is Victorian Shops by Debbie Patrick as well. Okay, so like I said, I was watching Deborah Fassler's video, and she's doing the Santa's Village stitch along with a couple others. I know Kaylin Mazzio, Courtney. Sorry, I am having like a brain fart, so I don't know. I don't remember who else, and I just thought, like, every time I see it, I just love it. I think it's so pretty and so cute, so I really want to start it. So I joined the stitch along group, and I got my fabric. It's Picture This Plus, opalescent, 32 count Belfast, and gingerbread. So, I don't know if you can see the glitter. So this is a big piece of fabric. So this is what I'm going to stitch it on, and I think I'm going to start it when I finish Gypsy Queen. But like I said, I'm just like, with everything, if I just keep starting new projects, I feel like I'm never going to get anything done, and I don't have a finish yet. So for me, it's really, having a finish is really important, just to get that sense of, I finished a project, and like I'll finish more in the future. So so no new starts for me until I finish Gypsy Queen. And then I'm just going to start the first block of Santa's Village on this. And then Vanessa also enabled me again to do Northern Expression Needleworks Shades of Gold. So this is what it looks like, and I think it's all cross stitches because I'm not ready to do specialty stitches yet. And it's like, I think it's one of those pieces that looks more beautiful in real life, and the picture doesn't do it justice, but this will be a really fun piece to start. I got the floss already, I just need to find or get the fabric. I'll probably do it on what's recommended. And then I was watching, what's the name? I will link her below. But I've seen a lot of people doing the like the 5D cross stitch diamond patterns. It's not cross stitch, it's just like it comes with a pattern, and it's like a sticky adhesive pre-printed pattern, and then you use like a glue, and then you glue like little jewels. They're not really beads, but like little jewels onto the pattern, and it looks beautiful. I've seen a lot of finished designs. So it's called like 5D diamond painting. And this is the pattern I got here. Actually, let's see. Sorry guys, I'm a mess. This is what it looks like. I know it's a super small picture. So it comes with, I think this is like the little, this is a little brush you use, and then you put the beads or the whatever they're called onto this green tray, and then you use like a glue to kind of stick it onto your thing, and then stick it onto the actual pattern. And I'll kind of unroll it so you guys can get an idea. So I think these are super pretty. There's like a lot of options, but I only got one to kind of see if I liked doing it. I haven't started it yet. So it comes with all these like these beads or attachments here. And then this is what the piece looks like. And then you just kind of take this plastic part off, and you unroll like the adhesive, like unroll the part that you're gonna use because it's all sticky underneath. And then there's like a little legend here on the side, and then you just follow it and stick the beads on. So I think like this is super, looks like it'll be a super fun activity. It seems like it's faster to finish than cross stitch, and I'm gonna see if I can get my fiance to do it with me, kind of like when you do puzzles together and stuff. Yeah. So I also got like, I just go to Barnes and Noble maybe like once a week or once every 2 weeks, and I kind of like peruse the magazines and see if there's any cross stitch magazines. So whenever there's a new one that I don't have, I do pick it up, and I will continue to do that even when I'm on my like stash break, or I don't know, spending freeze. But I do have a lot of magazines, and I haven't really shown them in the videos because I feel like a lot of people have already shown them, or I haven't taken the time to like pick out the patterns that I really like. Let me see. I'm just checking the time. Okay, so this is April 2016 Cross Stitcher magazine. And in the States here, we always get them like a month behind, I think. So there's two patterns I really liked. The first one is the cover one, and it's called French Fancies. And this is what it looks like. Super pretty. I love anything French or with the French theme, so. And speaking of France, this Take Me to Paris pattern is so cute. And I will definitely stitch both of these one day. So right, so to continue on, I bought this book. I think I saw this on Jessie Marie Does Stuff, and it's the Best of the Cooler Design Studio Cross Stitch Collection book. And I got this from Michael's, and retail price is $25, but if you have like the 40% coupons that they give out like every week, I think it's a good value. There's a lot of great patterns in here, so I'll just briefly go through and show you some of my favorites. So this one says, "One can never have too many cats." And it's a little dated, but some of the patterns do have like the early 90s, late 80s feel, but I still like some of them. Like there's a Noah's Ark. I know Jessie Marie showed this, the Willowware Classic, but I also think it's beautiful, and I would love to stitch this. Perfect Peony. This Celtic Angel. She's not like the Celtic ladies, but she's still pretty in her own way. Dreaming of Tuscany. Moonlit Cranes. This one is my favorite, Around the Point. It's just a really pretty lighthouse. So yeah, so this book has a lot of cute designs. There's a lot more in here than the ones that I showed. Those were just some of my favorites. Some of the ones that I would actually probably stitch. There's a lot of like religious, like there's Bible verses and stuff. So if you are religious, there's a lot of that in here, and then some like summertime, autumn samplers that do have those like late 80s to early 90s feel. And then I'm just going to quickly go through this book, The Water's Edge and Cross Stitch by Jane Netley Mayhew. I got a request on my last video to kind of show what's in the book with the bears on it, and I don't know if anyone else has already shown it, and if they have, then this is just a repeat of that, but I'll just quickly go through some of the patterns in here. I won't go through all of them. So there's a lot of fish. A lot of fish in this book, just so you know. So there is I think this one is called Frog and Lilies. Wild Ducks. Just one of the many fish designs in this book. I love this one. I love flamingos. And some pretty white horses. Here's some more birds. another bird. I guess there's a lot of bird and fish in this book. Another one of my favorites are the bears. Some dolphins. The ship. I love the polar bears. And super cute penguins, and there's baby penguins in there too. Okay, so I thought I would do a couple of tags that are going around. There's three big ones that I haven't done yet. There's Tracy's Talking Tag by Tracy P, the Pearl Tag by the Queen of Starts, and then the Fer Realz Tag by Adele. So I think I'm just going to do the first two, and I'll save Adele's Fer Realz Tag for the next video. So let me pull it up. Okay. I screenshotted the questions. Okay. So Tracy's Talking Tag. So it's a cool tag since there's so many people, Flosstubers from all over the world, to kind of say all these words and kind of hear how people pronounce different things and call different things. So I'll go ahead and start. I'm representing the west coast of America, I guess. So ant, root, wash, oil, theater, iron, salmon, caramel, fire, water, shore, data, ruin, crayon, toilet, New Orleans, pecan, both, again, probably, spitting image, Alabama, lawyer, coupon, mayonnaise, syrup, pajamas, and cot. Now answer these questions. What is it called when you throw toilet paper on a house? TPing a house. I thought it was really funny that Sarah from Tipsy Stitcher hadn't heard of that. I've never TP'd a house, but it's definitely a thing. What is the bug that when you touch it curls into a ball? It is a roly-poly. I don't think I've heard that one yet. Heard anyone say roly-poly. Or maybe I'm thinking of a different bug. What is the bubbly carbonated drink called? Soda. What do you call gym shoes? I still call them tennis shoes, which I think is a little bit old school. What do you say to address a group of people? Hey guys. What do you call the kind of spider that has an oval-shaped body and extremely long legs? Daddy long legs. What do you call your grandparents? Grandma and grandpa. What do you call the wheeled contraption in which you carry groceries at the supermarket? Shopping cart. What do you call it when rain falls while the sun is shining? I don't know what that's called, but I do know that the result of it is a rainbow. And what is the thing you change the TV channel with? A remote. So the next tag, thanks Tracy, that was a fun one. The next one is the Pearl Tag by the Queen of Starts. So what irritates you the most about cross stitch in general and why? And it's not really cross stitch, but it's me when I miscount and I don't realize it until way late into the pattern, or just I'm far out from the mistake. So it really bothers me and I hate to frog, and more often than not I will fudge it rather than frog it. What designer irritates you the most and why? I don't have an answer for this. I thought about it and I honestly could not think of a designer that irritates me. I'm still relatively new to cross stitching, so I haven't had any issues yet, or I don't know. But not to be a cop out, I just don't have an answer for that. What stitch irritates you and why? Well, I've never tried specialty stitches, but for regular cross stitching, I just had to do a couple of French knots, and those I don't like. What irritates you about non-stitchers? I mean, I guess in relation to stitching, the only thing is that they don't share my passion for the hobby, so I can't really talk to them about it, but it doesn't really irritate me. I understand everyone likes different things, so nothing really bothers me. No one gives me like a hard time, and nothing besides the fact that I can't talk to them about cross stitching really, but it's not like I'm so irritated or anything. And then what irritates you about other cross stitchers? So I'm gonna try to do a positive spin on this, because I don't really, I try not to be like too negative. And I noticed a lot of people did do like a positive spin on it, but so there's a lot of like Russian cross stitchers out there, and they have beautiful work, and I actually am like following quite a few of them, and I really enjoy watching their videos, and I love watching it when they even stitch. But it drives me crazy that I can't understand Russian, and it's no fault of theirs. It's only me that I don't know Russian, but I just wish I could understand what they were saying, because I think it'd be really a lot more interesting, just to really know what's going on there. But I do still enjoy watching the videos. And then I guess I don't like I said, I don't like negativity, so if there's any like drama or anything, which I don't really partake in, but I guess, you know, it exists out there, so I don't like that either. But I don't like that about like people in general. So thanks for that tag. It was a lot of fun, and then I will do the Fer Realz tag in my next video, whenever that may be. So I thought I would actually talk about some books here at the end of the video. So everything cross-stitching related I'm done talking about, but I noticed that a few cross-stitchers were incorporating more of their books into the videos, and I have been watching a lot of Booktubers lately, and I'll try to link some down below that I really like. I know, Vanessa, you asked me about them, and I just haven't gotten back to your comment, but I will. Sorry. I will send them to you, and I'll post a link. And there's a lot of Booktubers out there. It's definitely like a bigger community than cross-stitching, and it's a lot of fun to watch, like to see what books they read, what they're going to read, like what they're excited about. And a lot of these people, like their English, like the things that they talk about are things that I haven't thought about since like English in high school, like, you know, the actual like technique and the formal stuff behind it, I guess. So I will do a quick little talk about books I've read this past month, some book haul, and then like what I plan to read. So let me pull that over here. So the first book I read this past month is The Doll's House by M.J. Artledge. It is the third in the Helen Grace detective series. Detective Helen Grace is a strong female detective, kind of with like a stoic, cold exterior, but she does have a really horrible, traumatic past. I read the first two. These are like crime mystery novels. I read the first two of the series, and I really enjoyed it. And then this one is about basically they discover this girl on the beach, but no one knew she was missing, and she was still sending texts and posting on Twitter, even like long after she had died. So kind of figuring out like what's going on. And I enjoyed it, but it definitely was my least favorite out of the series. I would highly recommend this series though if you do enjoy mystery novels. The first two books were really like fast-paced and interesting, I guess. This one's still good, and there's a fourth one coming out in June, and I'm still gonna read it, but I would say read the first two first. The next one I read is Reconstructing Amelia by Kimberly McCreight. I would give this book 5 out of 5 stars. Someone described it as Gossip Girl meets Gone Girl, and that's totally an accurate description. I was not expecting much going into it because it's about a girl. They think that she committed suicide. She was going to like a prep boarding school with a lot of rich, spoiled kids. So I thought, oh, it's gonna be like one of those Gossip Girl-y type novels. But no, this book is really good. It has a lot of revelations throughout the book. A lot of things unfold. It's engaging. I read it quickly. I would highly recommend this book. Even if you're not like into crime or mystery novels, I think this book can appeal to everybody. I am just checking my timer. Okay. And then this is what I'm currently reading. This is Jo Nesbø, The Red Breast. He is a Norwegian author. This book is translated into English. He's a best-selling author, international, but I think obviously started out in Norway. I heard about him because of this girl I follow on Instagram, Crime by the Book. She works in publishing, but she has a lot of great crime novel recommendations, and I think he is her absolute favorite. So I decided to give it a try. This is actually not the first book in the series. They actually didn't translate the first 2 to 3 books into English in the series, so that's kind of a bummer. I'm liking it so far. It's not as fast-paced as I would like. It's taking me a while to get through it. It's about the Detective Harry Hole is the main character, and he's investigating like these neo-Nazis. And then it has a lot of flashbacks back to World War II, when there were like Norwegians fighting alongside the Nazis, to present day with the neo-Nazis and the crime that's going on. And I don't know if it's just this book, but so far I like it, but I'm not loving it. I will give the next book in the series a try, but not anytime soon. So I'm just gonna quickly go through my book haul. I've heard a lot of great things about this book, A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. It was nominated for it was a Man Booker Prize finalist, which I would be lying if I said I knew what that was off the top of my head. But this has just gotten so much praise, and I've heard like so many like things about how heartbreaking it is and how it just brings people to tears. And I like a book that can bring out emotion in me. So it says, A Little Life follows 4 college classmates broke adrift and buoyed only by their friendship and ambition as they move to New York in search of fame and fortune. While their relationships, which are tinged by addiction, success, and pride, deepen over the decades, the men are held together by their devotion to the brilliant, enigmatic Jude, a man scarred by an unspeakable childhood trauma. A hymn to brotherly bonds and a masterful depiction of love in the 21st century. So I am really excited to get started on this. And this I have been seeing everywhere. It's The Nest by Cynthia D'Apria Sweeney. I can't pronounce it, but look at that cover. It's gorgeous. And it follows a dysfunctional family. So I don't know much more about it. I'm excited to start it. Okay, this book, Perfect Days by Rafael Montes, is a thriller. It was recommended by another booktuber, Squibbles Breeds, said it was amazing. It takes place in Brazil, and it follows this loner who basically stalks and kidnaps this girl. But I heard it was terrifying and really exciting to read, and I love crime and mystery novels are my favorite, so yeah. And then Harlan Coben, Fool Me Once. He is like my guilty pleasure. I think he's my ultimate favorite author. I love all his mystery novels, and I've loved them for a long time. So anytime that he puts out a new book, I'm gonna pick it up. I haven't even read what this is about, but just because it's Harlan Coben and it's new, I had to get it. And the last one I picked up recently is, and I am a Barnes & Noble member, so I try to get like the good discounts. It's Rosalie Lightning, and it's a graphic memoir about, it's a true story. This guy, this author, him and his wife lose their daughter at a young age. I think she was I'm not sure how old she was, but basically it follows their journey in like graphics of like trying to make sense of the loss of their daughter and like coping with it and moving past it, like life without her. So it's really like poignant and touching, and I haven't read a lot of graphic novels, so this is kind of a newish genre for me, but I'm really excited to jump in. So thanks for watching my video. Thanks for bearing with me. If you stayed for the book part, thank you for sticking with me. I really appreciate all the likes, the subscribers, the comments, or just taking the time to watch my video. It's really nice of you guys. I really have met awesome people through this community, so I will continue to keep in touch through these videos. And yeah, if you guys like to read, I would love to see like your book hauls and like what you read this month, and like in addition to your cross stitch video. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks again, and yeah, all right, bye.